In an atmosphere of what is now extreme political divisiveness, a major announcement recently on the state level in Pennsylvania. State Senator John Yudichak, a longtime Democrat, switched parties to become an independent. He is here with me now. First of all, I guess, congratulations on the move. What does this mean? Why did you decide to make the switch?
It was a deeply personal decision. I think technology, social media platforms has allowed our political conversation to become toxic. It really is more about political parties, both the Republicans and Democrats. I'm not leaving the Democratic Party and becoming an independent simply because I'm not embracing my democratic values anymore. I think the party still does, and I still embrace my Democratic friends and my democratic values, and I'll vote like a Democrat in many respects, but I've always been independent in terms of my support of most issues. And so some issues, people see it as a Republican vote, some people see it as a Democratic vote. But unfortunately, I think social media has really led to a divisiveness where you need to choose a battle camp. You can't have differences of opinion. You have to hate the other side. You have to choose the politics of us versus them, rather than what I'm choosing is becoming an independent, and that's choosing the politics of we. We the people, we're here to fight to form a more perfect union. Not a perfect union, not a pure union that you see reflected in these purist politicians that want you to agree 100% with them and their issues. If not, you will be demonized, derided, and driven out of politics.
Well, we see this divisiveness really strong on the national level. What have your constituents said about all of this, even before your switch? Have you been hearing that people are fed up with the divisiveness?
The one thing that my father taught me in politics, you better get good at, and that's listening. I think most of my constituency is well ahead of me in terms of being independent in their thought. They're tired of politics. They're tired of Washington and Harrisburg not getting anything real done for people. And instead, we're so concerned about narrow partisan interests. These purist politicians that want to advance a narrow interest over the greater good, people are tired of it. That's a reflection of what I'm doing and moving to the independent. I want to get to the greater good. I'm not interested in a political party winning over another political party. This really isn't about stopping the other guy from getting a win. It really should be about empowering people. And hopefully, you know, we've made some changes to the election law recently, and I celebrate and applaud Governor Wolf for taking a tough stand. A lot of Democrats weren't happy about him ending straight party voting. I think it was the right move. And I think we should take another step and let independents vote in the primary. Pennsylvania is one of the few closed primary states. I think it would moderate the toxicity that we have going on in our elections and in our politics. We need more moderate voices.
We were talking just before this, and you're going to caucus with the Republican Party. For myself and for people watching, what exactly does that mean, and why do you have to do that?
That's deep inside baseball, and it gets complicated. It's really an administrative function. I do not have a choice to caucus with an independent caucus because there is none. And so in terms of serving the people of northeastern Pennsylvania through our district offices in Nanticoke and Jim Thorpe, with our staff, helping them out with everything from PennDOT to PACE, the property tax rent rebates, all of that needs to be funded through a caucus. There's only two, the Democrat and Republican caucus, and right now I'm caucusing with the Republican majority.
All righty. Do you think this is going to be a trend? Do you think you're going to be the first of maybe some others that are going to do the same move?
I think you're starting to see some folks move in that direction. I see some congressional candidates moving in that direction, challenging the extremists on the Republican side, others challenging the extremists on the Democratic side. I do think you're seeing more people move to the middle. And as I go around, whether it's to the grocery store, stop for gas, and just move around town, you got a lot of folks that come up to me and say, you know, I've been an independent a long time. And that's reflected in our votes. Northeastern Pennsylvania, I'm proud to say, supported Barack Obama, a candidate that I supported. We also supported Donald Trump, a candidate that I did not support in his elections efforts. And I'm currently endorsed Joe Biden on the Democratic, and will continue to support Vice President Joe Biden. Folks are going to select the candidates that they believe reflect their values.
All right. Well, thank you so much for taking time out of your busy schedule to stop with us. Also, we'll keep you posted on whether or not this does become a trend and if we see any more switching of parties in the future.